Hi, welcome to Spec Hunter. The wait is almost over. Apple is preparing to launch the Apple Watch Series 11, the next generation of its most popular smartwatch. At first glance, it might look similar to the previous model, but the most important changes are happening inside. These changes could set a new standard for wearables in 2025. Over the years, Apple's strategy for the Apple Watch has been consistent. They make small design changes while focusing on internal upgrades that actually improve daily use. The Series 11 follows that same path. It may not look like a big redesign on the outside, but when you take a closer look, you see how carefully Apple has positioned it. This is not just another yearly refresh. It's the result of more than a decade of refinement. Apple knows how to balance style, performance, and health features, so the watch appeals to both everyday users and tech fans. This generation is about improving the experience in ways that matter most to people who use the watch every day. One of the first things to notice is the design. The Apple Watch Series 11 keeps a familiar look but with small refinements. Last year, the Series 10 introduced a thinner profile and a polished titanium option that made the watch feel more premium. People loved that design, so Apple is keeping it. There's no move to a round display or a curved body this year. Apple prefers gradual evolution over chasing trends, and that approach works. For current Series 10 owners, the Series 11 will look very familiar, but that's not a bad thing. It's still slim, modern, and high quality. This also signals that Apple's biggest changes are happening inside the watch rather than on the surface. One of the most discussed upgrades is the display. There's been a lot of talk about Apple moving to micro-LED technology. Right now, the Apple Watch uses an OLED display, which already offers deep blacks, bright colors, and strong contrast. Micro-LED could take this further by providing even deeper blacks, higher brightness, and sharper contrast in direct sunlight. It's also more power efficient, which would help the battery last longer. The higher pixel density of micro-LED would make text and graphics look sharper and cleaner. It sounds perfect, but most reports suggest that micro-LED will appear first on the Apple Watch Ultra 3 before coming to the standard models. This means the Series 11 may stick with an improved OLED panel this year. Even so, we can expect better brightness, improved efficiency, and possibly more durability against sunlight damage. These changes would still make the screen better for everyday use. Health features have always been at the heart of the Apple Watch, from heart rate monitoring to ECG readings, fall detection, and cycle tracking. The watch has become a daily health companion for millions. One feature people have been asking for is non-invasive blood glucose monitoring. This would be a game changer for people with diabetes, but the technology isn't ready yet. Apple and other companies are working on it, but accuracy and safety still need to be improved before it can be released for everyday use. Instead, another health feature may make its debut: blood pressure tracking. According to reliable reports, Apple is testing this feature in prototypes right now. The main challenge is making sure it's accurate enough for public use because Apple takes health data very seriously. If it's ready, it will be one of the biggest new health features for the Apple Watch in years and will likely be a major selling point. There's also the issue of blood oxygen monitoring. This feature has been available in recent Apple Watches, but legal problems in the United States have forced Apple to disable it in some models sold there. The hardware is still inside the watch, but the feature is turned off through software. If Apple wins the legal case or reaches an agreement, it could re-enable the feature for U.S. customers with a simple update. That means the Series 11 could ship with the feature active in some regions but locked in others. This situation shows how sometimes hardware capabilities are ready, but other factors like legal battles can get in the way. Connectivity is another part of the watch that doesn't make headlines but still matters. The Series 11 will probably keep the same main options as before: Wi-Fi and LTE for the cellular version. Hopes for 5G or Wi-Fi 6E are still only rumors for now, and there's no strong evidence they will arrive this year for the standard model. Even so, Apple could make small improvements like more stable connections for streaming music. Faster syncing with your iPhone and more reliable calls over LTE, these changes may seem small, but they add up to a smoother daily experience. Bigger wireless upgrades may come to the Ultra 3, but the Series 11 will still benefit from subtle performance boosts. Battery life is always a balance for Apple. The company aims to deliver consistent, all-day battery life instead of trying to match the multi-day performance of some fitness-focused smartwatches. Most users can get through the day easily but still need to charge at night. With the Series 11, Apple could add a little more runtime through display efficiency improvements and optimizations in watchOS. Even 30 to 60 minutes of extra battery life can make a difference when you're away from a charger. Apple isn't promising a week of battery life, but it's working to make daily use more convenient without removing features. When it comes to materials, the Series 11 is expected to keep the same 41mm and 45mm case sizes. These sizes are comfortable to wear and give a good balance between screen space and portability. The titanium option from last year's model was well received, so Apple may keep it or expand the color choices. There could also be improved scratch resistance for better long-term durability. Apple continues to work on making its products more sustainable, so there may be more recycled materials and eco-friendly production methods. These changes might not be headline news, but they make the watch more appealing for buyers who care about environmental impact. Pricing is an area where Apple may surprise people. Even with the upgrades, the starting price is expected to remain the same, $399 for the GPS-only version and $499 for the cellular version. Keeping the same price helps the Series 11 stay attractive to a wide range of buyers while the Ultra 3 stays as the premium option. There's also speculation about a more affordable Series 11 model, with aluminum instead of titanium or without some advanced sensors. This would make the watch more accessible for budget-conscious buyers. Trade-in deals could also be better this year, giving existing Apple Watch owners more reason to upgrade. As for the release date, Apple has a very predictable schedule for its watches. Unless something unusual happens, the Series 11 will be announced alongside the iPhone 17 in September 2025. Based on past launches, the announcement will likely be on a Tuesday. Pre-orders will open that Friday, and the first deliveries will arrive the following Friday. This means buyers could have the watch before the end of September. In the weeks before the launch, we may see leaks showing the box design, early photos, or demo units in Apple stores ahead of the event. The question many people will ask is whether they should upgrade. If you own the Series X, it may not be essential, unless you really want the new health sensor, especially if blood pressure tracking is included. The Series 10 still has an excellent design and performance, and watchOS 11 will bring most of the new software features to it. If you have an older model like the Series 7 or earlier, the upgrade will feel much bigger. You'll get a larger and brighter screen, faster performance, new health features, and better battery life. You'll also get a watch that will be supported with software updates for many more years. For people who have never owned an Apple Watch, the Series 11 could be the perfect starting point. It combines Apple's best design, health tracking tools, reliable performance, and premium materials into one refined package. It's not a dramatic redesign, but it's a careful and well-balanced upgrade that keeps the Apple Watch ahead of the competition. Apple has focused on improving what already works while adding features that make a real difference in everyday life. In the end, the Apple Watch Series 11 is not about chasing trends. It's about giving users a better version of something they already love. Whether it's the subtle design refinements, the brighter and more efficient display, the potential for new health sensors, or the small but meaningful battery and connectivity improvements, everything adds up to a watch that feels fresh without losing its identity. For many buyers, that's exactly what they want from an Apple product, a familiar look with smarter technology inside. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest updates.